Good morning, student. Today we are going to learn about a new topic, electric flux. Last classes we are learn about electric charge, electric field, and electric dipole moment. Now we are going to learn about electric flux. It is a very most important topic for 12th class, and now what is electric flux we want to be know. Electric flux basically a quantity which is related to the electric field. It is just we go to learn about electric flux. So first we go how it is formed, or how we can explain the electric flux. Okay, so student, it is a quantity linked with electric field lines passes through it normally. Basically electric flux is a bunch of electric field lines which gives us the idea of intensity of electric field at particular location or due to a particular charge. For example, we have a bucket, and when we are trying to fill it with water, then how much water is filled with the bucket is we known as water flux. That water is filled in the bucket is called water flux. Similarly, when the window is open of any room, then air can enter in that room from everywhere. So windows and doors gives it direction of flow to air. एयर को फ्लो होने की वो डायरेक्शन देते हैं. बट when the air is filled in the room and the window and door is closed, so the air is filled in the room and it cannot able to move anywhere. So it is basically a magnitude quantity, and that air which is filled in the room and not able to move here and there, so this is called air flux. Similarly, if we have a surface like a ring or any other surface, suppose we have this book as area, and from a charge electric field lines are moving to this area. So these all electric field lines are linked with this area. So we call this area has that much of flux. Suppose from this charge 5 electric field lines can move towards this book, or we taken as area, this area, then all the 5 lines are linked with this. Here student, one thing is very important to understood, the word linked with the surface, linked with the area, linked with मतलब उससे होकर जाने वाला. ओके, लिंक्ड विथ, इससे एनक्लोज्ड है जो. ओके, सो इफ दिस चार्ज इज इंक्रीज्ड, so we find the if this charge is taken as a bigger charge and it will able to produce 20 electric field lines, then all the 20 electric field lines is linked with this particular area. If we increase the source of charge with a bigger source of charge, and that bigger source of charge is can able to produce an electric field of 100 lines, so all 100 lines is linked with this surface. So we call this surface has bigger flux than previous cases. So if we have the different charge or higher charges or strong charges, so the electric field linked with the surface is also higher or stronger. Similarly, if we have a charge, we are now taking the charge as constant. We have the charge which produce 10 electric field lines from this particular point, and we have the surface. So these charges are linked with this surface, but when the field is small, then we find some charges are linked and some charges is not linked with the surface. So the flux is a quantity which is depends on the area of the surface and the intensity of electric field linked to it. Now student, we are going to understood about it. What is the electric field? Electric flux. Suppose we have by experiment it is observed that electric flux is directly proportional to the surface. Here student, we are using the small surface. First we are going for that, and this electric flux is also linked to the electric field. Here student, we are using the surface. Just we understood about the surface, what is a surface and what are the conditions up to which this surface is calculated. So this flux is proportional to the electric field dot surface. Here we are using surface as a vector quantity. Okay student, in the previous class, in 11th class, you learn about the area is a scalar quantity, length is a scalar quantity, but I am trying to explain you the area, line and area are the vector quantity and the volume is a scalar quantity. Okay, just understood about the area as a vector quantity. Suppose we have a surface or a rectangular surface. So if a person is at point A and the surface has the corners A, B, C, a person is stand at point A and he want to go to C, point C. One can instructed him to go by line A to B and then B to C. So this length AB has magnitude as well as direction from left to right. Similarly, when he reached at point B and want to go to point C, then he is moving from up to down in the direction. Okay, so BC has magnitude as well as direction, and we all know the area of the field is length into breadth or square of its side. So the area is a vector quantity. Now here we are using this surface as area vector. Now understood about the area vector. Okay, area vector is area vector. It is a very important thing which we understood about in this electric flux topic, because we are using it at every point through this topic. It is a small surface through which it is a small surface through which a vector passes normally. At pole point, the surface can be represented as suppose this is a surface S, and this surface is can be formed by a small surface. So we are taking here a small surface. This small surface is called ds, and the area vector which is in the direction of n cap is given by ds vector. Therefore this area vector ds area vector ds is given by ds into n cap. This is the definition of area vector. So student, when we are going to use this area vector, then we understood about the thing area vector. Area vector is the small area or small surface area which is passes normal to the surface at every point. Okay student, now when we take out this proportional to sign, then we get this flux is equal to E S. Okay, first we just eliminate this vector sign here, so we get this E dot ds. Now in our study this flux comes first, so we can define this flux, electric flux. Okay, electric flux is defined as is defined as electric field lines are linked over the surface normally. Okay, student. Now, for eliminating this K, if the electric field is 1 Newton per coulomb is passes through 1 meter square area, then the flux linked with the surface is become 1 unit is equal to K. So this K is become 1. Then we get the result for this phi. Phi is equal to, or this electric flux is equal to E dot S. Here student, electric field is a vector quantity and area is also a vector quantity. Therefore, we can define this electric flux in the dot product. Therefore, this electric flux is given by phi is equal to vector E dot vector S, or we can say that ES cos theta, because electric flux is a scalar quantity. I am explaining you earlier, when the water can allow to flow from a tap, then it can able to flow in the direction where the direction is given by it to the pipe. Okay, but when the water is filled with the in the bucket, okay, then when the water is filled with in the bucket, then from the bucket there is no direction of water. okay, जब वो पानी भर जाएगा बाल्टी में, बकेट में, तो उस पानी के पास कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं है, बट उस पानी के पास एक मैग्नीट्यूड है कि उसमें कितना है. सो द फ्लक्स इज बेसिकली a quantity related to the capacity of the particular area. Therefore, the electric flux is a scalar quantity. Okay, electric flux is a scalar quantity having SI unit, Newton, meter square, coulomb inverse, or joule meter coulomb inverse. Okay, student. Now we are understood how to calculate the electric flux. First, copy these notes in your notebook. Okay, student. Electric flux is defined as total number of electric field lines are linked over the surface normally. Okay. Now, student, we have a plane surface which is placed in a uniform electric field. Okay. This we have a plane surface which is placed in a uniform electric field of magnitude E. Okay. Now this is plane surface of area A. Now when this is placed perpendicular to the electric field, all the field lines are linked with this surface. Now when we turn this surface by an angle, then we find initially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 field lines is linked with this surface of area A, and when we turn it by an angle theta, then these two field lines are not linked with this surface. So now we know about how many field lines is linked with this surface. So we drop a perpendicular from this point to the base. Then we have a 90-degree angle, and from this point to this point to this point we see that PQR is a right angle triangle, and this angle is equal because they are alternate interior angle. Okay. Now if we want to calculate the number of field lines linked with this surface after rotating or turning it by an angle theta, then this particular surface we are using as vector ds. Okay, student. Now we can able to calculate the ratio of ds upon a. Okay. Therefore the ratio of this ds upon A is equal to cos theta. Okay, student. Therefore we can able to calculate this small length of through which the electric field is linked is A cos theta, and we have the flux is in the product of electric field into the surface ds, for which the field is linked, that is E cos E A cos theta. This is the value of electric flux by geometrically we can calculate. This is the electric flux calculated for the symmetry or a plane surface. Now we are going to calculate the electric field with a for any surface. Okay, suppose we have an electric charge at this point and a surface like this at where we need to calculate the electric flux. Now student, first we understood about a surface कि हम किस तरह से इस एंगल को डिफाइन करेंगे एंड हाउ द इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स इज मेजर्ड. We have many kind of surface like cylindrical surface, spherical surface, cubical surface and any other surface. Now we understood about the area vector for a cuboidal surface. Okay, so student, you all know a cuboidal surface has 6 faces: 1 upward, downward, forward, backward, left and right. Okay, now the area vector linked to the surface for this surface is like this, perpendicular to this surface. For this 90, for this like this outward, for right side is outward and back side this, and for downward this. So you know, you all understood about the area vector is perpendicular to this surface like this. Now we have the area vector at this point and an electric field is moving toward it and linked to this surface. Now how much is the angle between the area vector and the electric field? So for the surface both are 90. You can observe by this figure. Area vector is also 90 to the surface and electric field also 90 to the surface or normal to the surface. Therefore the direction or the angle between the area vector and electric field is 0 degree and they are in the same line, which means 180 or 0 degree. Okay, and you all know the value of theta cos 0 is 1 and cos 180. For theta 0 degree or 180 degree, cos theta has value plus minus 1. That is cos 0 degree is plus 1 and cos 180 degree is minus 1. Okay student, so if we want to measure the electric field, suppose the tap is open and water can flow with a fixed quantity, and this is a container in which the water is filled. So you all know this is the opening of this container, so water can fill this point. Okay, if we यहाँ से अगर टैप चल रहा है और वो पूरे में एक क्वांटिटी का वाटर दे रहा है कांस्टेंट, और हम इसे इस तरह से लेकर जाएं तो इट इज़ वेरी क्लियर कि इसमें पानी भरेगा, बिकॉज ये वाटर आ रहा है और ये इसके कंटेनर का ओपनिंग है. तो यहाँ से ये ओपनिंग और वाटर का गिरना इस तरह से. आई एम शोइंग यू विद द 2 मार्कर फिश. सो water is black marker, so black one is downward and the opening of the container is upward, which two are parallel to each other and the water can fill this surface. Now I am showing you this the second way. अगर हम कंटेनर को इस तरह से रखें और अगेन द सेम opening is perpendicular to the water flow, then we are finding water cannot fill this container because the opening is not towards the flow of water. Similarly, this is having, so flux has three cases. For theta is equal to 0 degree and 180 degree, the value of this flux is maximum is given by phi is equal to EA, because theta is cos 0 or cos 180 is 1. Therefore, and the next case is if phi is 90 degree, theta is 90 degree. Therefore, you know cos 90 degree is 0. Therefore, flux normal to the surface, flux for theta 90 degree is 0. Okay student, now we are going to understood about the how to calculate the flux for the any kind of surface or any surface. So suppose this charge q produce electric field in this direction, therefore this is the direction of electric field. Okay, and from this normal to it, this is the area vector. So this field and area vector has angle theta. Similarly, here to here, this is electric field, and in the same direction is area vector. This is the angle between the area vector and electric field. And for this surface, this is electric field, and normal to the surface is area vector. This is the angle theta 2. Okay student, then we can calculate this. Suppose this is small area vector ds, this is again the same small area vector ds, and this is also the area vector ds. So we can calculate the small flux through this surface, small flux through this surface, small flux through this surface. So d phi 1 for this surface is E ds cos theta 1. Similarly, d phi 2 and this one is 3. d phi 2 is E ds cos theta 2, and similarly d phi 3 for the third surface E ds cos theta 3. So we can calculate for any shape of surface at different point the value of electric flux or small electric flux for each small surfaces, and then after we add all these surfaces, therefore total flux linked with are uh, linked with any surface is phi is equal to surface integral of E dot ds. Okay, this can be given by E ds cos theta. Okay student, therefore the flux for any surface d phi e is given by integration of surface integral E ds is equal to surface integral E ds cos theta. Okay, so copy these notes. Today we are completing this topic till this point. In the next class we learn the Gauss theorem. Okay, one thing I am also taking in the particular lecture, first copy this. Okay student, next we are discussing about the solid angle which we used in the Gauss theorem, proof of Gauss theorem. Solid angle is the three-dimensional equivalent of an ordinary 2D plane angle. Its SI unit is steradian. Now, solid angle subtended by area element ds. This is area element ds at the center of the radius r is. Suppose this is radius r of the figure, which we can assume like this. Okay, therefore is given by d ohm. Solid angle is defined by ohm. D ohm, small solid angle d ohm is equal to ds cos theta upon r square. For the total surface, the solid angle ohm is equal to surface integral of d ohm. This is ds cos theta upon r square, and the value of integral surface integral ds cos theta upon r square is 4 pi steradian. Okay, copy this. In the next topic we are discussing about the Gauss theorem and the application of the Gauss theorem. Thank you.